I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" parlor. I wish I was like 6'9" so I could get with Leoshi, cause she don't know me, but yo, she's really fine. You know, I see her all the time, everywhere I go, and even in my dreams.
What's up, everyone? Cincy Nerd here, and I am doing an unboxing. Came home from work today from Columbus, had a 2-day road trip, and saw this waiting for me. So I'm very, very happy to see this. I know what's inside, and I will let you know that this is 2 Hot Toys figures. It's a 2-pack. It's Finn and the Riot Trooper from Force Awakens, also known as Traitor. So that was a terrible impersonation, but let's open this guy up. I got some tools here. I got my snicked device. By the way, for those that don't know why I say snicked when I open this thing up, that's the sound in the comic books that Wolverine's claws make when he pops them. So without further ado, snicked! That was terrible. Let's try that again. 1, 2, snicked! So let's open this sucker up. See what it looks like. Whoa! Alright, so... Oh, did I cut too far in? So whoever packaged this sucker up, the little plastic bag that covers the box was actually outside of the box. So I don't think it damaged it at all, but I had to finagle it. So you'll see here that I have Kylo Ren and Rey positioned there, and there's a reason they're out. So let's just go ahead and get into it. The reason why those two are out is because the main complaint of this Finn figure was that his scale was off. So I have a trusty tape measure here. I'm going to measure the height of the Kylo Ren. I'm going to measure the height of the Rey. I'm going to measure the height of the Finn. I'm going to look up their actual heights in real life. And I'm going to determine which of these figures is out of scale. I don't think it's the Finn. I think it's the Rey. I think they made her too short. And if anything, I think they made him slightly too tall. But it appears that he's the same height as the Riot Trooper, which kind of makes sense. But let's get this guy open, take a look. That was really the main complaint that most people had with this Finn figure. Personally, I don't care about the scale. I'm just doing this for you guys to show you the actual scale, the actual height. The reason why I don't care is because I position my figures one per shelf. So he's not going to be standing next to Rey. He's not going to be standing next to Kylo Ren. If anything, if he shares a shelf with someone, he's going to be sharing it with the Riot Trooper to kind of recreate that scene, that badass scene in that movie. One of my favorite scenes in that movie where they fight. But let me get this thing open. So there is the box art, if you call it that. It's basically just a picture of the figures. Nothing on the back, just credits. Ooh, that's cool looking. So, the internal box art, that's pretty sweet. And in that picture, I don't know if it's their positioning, he actually looks taller than the Riot Trooper. Again, none of this makes any difference to me because he's going to be on his own shelf. So it doesn't matter if he was like 7 feet tall. He's going to be by himself. I know it matters to a lot of you guys because you position your figures like on the same shelf. So it would look wonky if he was standing next to Rey and he's like a foot taller than her, when in the movie they're like the same height. Alright, so here's what it looks like when I open it up. Lots of accessories. It is 2 figures, so it does come with a lot of hands there. And it looks like the Finn comes with a lot of those little grenades, whatever they're called. Alright, so let me get this off first. By the way, I am in the nerd bar. Skipped a lot of the formalities today. I'm drinking double fisting water and Diet Pepsi. No beer for me tonight. Some of you guys smell Pops. P2 smells Pops. I know Mike the Hunter likes to smell Pops. I love the smell of a new Hot Toy figure when you first open it up. Especially when like the figure's wearing like a leather type jacket. It smells like real leather. You guys that own Hot Toys, you know what I'm talking about. If you get this figure, just take a big whiff of it. It smells fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to take Finn out first. So some people were like so turned off by, I guess, his height, of the height of this figure. They were doing some modifications with the ankles. And the modifications involved like actually cutting the plastic. That's a little extreme for me. That's not something that I would be interested in doing. I made one modification ever to a Hot Toys figure that I bought, and I kind of regret doing it. It was the Captain America Winter Soldier strike suit. They call it a fat suit. Basically, they had a bunch of padding under his uniform to give him like a bulkier look, but it was restricting his movement, so his arms were like this. He couldn't move his arms down. So I cut that suit out, and it looks better. He can move his arms better, but I modified that figure. So I don't know. I kind of wish I hadn't done that, but still, it looks decent on the shelf, so I'm not too sad about doing it. And let me take a look before I make any comments. This is my first time seeing it in person, so I kind of just got to take it all in. Okay, so I bought this myself. This was not sent to me from Sideshow, wasn't sent to me from Hot Toys, so I'm completely unbiased with my opinion here. I paid my own money for it, so I'm going to tell you how I actually think about it. I think his neck is too thick. He looks like he's got a really, really freaking thick-ass neck. He looks like a wrestler, like a college wrestler, because they had like those big-ass thick necks where it's not really a neck, it's just like shoulder and then head. That's what he kind of looks like. So let me show you real quick. Tilt this up. How am I going to do this? Let's do this. See his neck? Looks like a bodybuilder. Real thick neck. Very, very good head sculpt, by the way. I should not do this in front of my face. So you can get an actual good picture. Focus. It's a really good head sculpt. And from what I've heard, spoiler alert, if you watch The Force Awakens, at the end of the movie, Finn gets injured. He gets sliced by Kylo. Well, I've heard some spoilers, and I'm not sure if this is accurate or not. I've heard a spoiler that he wears something called a back-to suit in Episode 8. You might remember Luke in the back-to tank after he was attacked by the Wampa. I heard that he wears an actual suit, like a big puffy suit, which gets him back into health, but it also makes him very, very muscular. And I think that John Boyega, the actor, has been working out a lot for the role, so I think he really bulked up. So this might actually be how built he is right now. But as far as how he looked in The Force Awakens, he was not that muscular. But again, he might be this muscular now. Let me take this off. I don't want to cut this, so let me take these things off and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I got the plastic off of his hands and feet, and here is Finn. I really, really like him. I love the jacket. There's a lot of detail in the jacket. It feels like it's like faux leather. Kind of smells like pleather also. But very, very excellent face sculpt. The only drawback that I personally have right now is that his neck looks a little thick. But that's it. I really like this figure. Let me do the height test here and see how tall he is. So he is standing, first of all, I'll give you guys a good shot here. I'm going to make him stand as straight as possible, and then I'm going to measure his height, and then do the old conversion to 1/6 scale. So, he is almost exactly 12 inches tall. So in 1/6 scale, that would make him 6 feet tall in real life. which I don't think he is. I think he's like 5'9" or 5'10". So remember that. He's 12 inches tall. Let me see how tall Kylo Ren is. Adam Driver is a tall actor, so he should be taller. So Kylo Ren is 13 and a half, about 13 and a quarter inches tall. 12, 13 and a quarter. And then Rey, so 13 and a quarter would make him 6'5", I believe. I was not very good at math, by the way. So please don't chastise me in the comments about how bad my math is. And then here's short little Rey. I think they made her too short. Might actually be a combination of too tall, too short. So let's see Rey. Rey is 11 inches tall. So going in 1/6 scale, that makes her 5'5", I believe, in real life. So let me go ahead and check old Google, see how tall the actors are in actuality in real life, and I'll tell you which figure is out of scale. All right, I'm back. So I went to Google and I looked up the actual actors' heights, and I added 2 inches for shoes because usually a shoe heel adds about 1 to 2 inches. So I just gave them 2 inches each. So the first guy, Adam Driver, he is 6'2" in real life. I added 2 inches. He is 6'4" with shoes on. This figure in 1/6 scale would translate into a person that's 6'7". He has a helmet on, and there's clearance between the helmet and the top of his head, so he is slightly too tall for his actual height. He should be about an inch shorter, I would say, with the helmet, the hood, all that stuff. John Boyega is 5'9" in real life. Give 2 inches for heels for him. That brings him up to 5'11". And this figure is 6 feet tall in translation, scale-wise. So he's about an inch too short. Actually, I'm sorry, an inch too tall. Too tall, too tall. And can you guess what she is? Daisy Ridley in real life is 5'7". And then with shoes on, give her 5'9". This figure is 5'6". So she should technically be about 3 inches taller. So if you're comparing scale, and a lot of people were really pissed about the Finn being too tall, he's about an inch too tall. Adam Driver, aka Kylo Ren, is about an inch or two too tall. And Daisy Ridley, Rey, is too damn short. She's 2 inches too short. So if anything, she needs to be taller. But that's regardless, based on what I'm doing this for, because, again, they're going to be on different shelves. I don't care. I think it looks awesome. I can't wait to pose them each on individual shelves. But for right now, let me get this Riot Trooper out so you can see what that looks like. All right, I got all of his little plastic protection stuff off. Hot Toys is extremely meticulous with wrapping like the wrists and stuff with little pieces of plastic so that things don't rub together or get damaged. So yeah, it takes a long time to get them all, ready and unpackaged and pose ready, but it's worth it because he arrives in very, very good shape, which is awesome. So I used to have the regular First Order Stormtrooper, and I sold it when I saw this come out because I knew that I wanted to buy this one. Because, again, that scene with this guy and Finn is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, so I kind of wanted to get the 2-pack to recreate that scene. So I used to have the regular Stormtrooper. If you still have the Stormtrooper, and if you have this one, I've noticed a difference. So I started looking it over, and it looks pretty much identical to the initial release of the First Order Stormtrooper that Hot Toys produced, with one exception. His arms are more mobile now. If I remember correctly, on the First Order Stormtrooper, the first release, his arms, it was hard to bend his arms. Either the rubber suit under was too restrictive, or the plates of armor were too tight and too big. But this one, it looks like they fixed that because you can actually bend his arms really, really well now. So that's a huge improvement from the first release of this figure. But that's really the only difference that I've noticed. It's a cool figure. It's very, very nice, screen accurate, but again, he can bend his arms really, really well now, which he couldn't do that before. At least with the one that I had. So he comes with this blaster rifle, which looks really nice. And I believe that this is magnetized so it can just kind of, yep. So it sticks to his leg. There's a magnet in there. And then he comes with this shield as well. He had the shield for like 2 seconds in the scene and he threw it down. Then he pulled out his freaking badass baton thing, which I'm going to take out. I'm going to show you there's 2 different posing options with the baton. So a little bit of backstory on this 2-pick. Again, I sold my regular release First Order Stormtrooper when I saw this release and I wanted to get this. As far as the Finn, I'm really, really glad that I got this because I saw that they were offering a First Order Stormtrooper Finn. So it's FN, I think he was 2187, where he had the Stormtrooper outfit. He was, he has the helmet with the blood streaks on it. And that was, I think it was a Toy Fair exclusive or maybe a Comic-Con exclusive. But Hot Toys had it listed for like 1 day. I did not check Sideshow.com or SideshowToy.com for 1 day. I went there the next day and it was already waitlisted. So I put my name in for the waitlist. At the same time, I saw that the Deadpool figure had been waitlisted. So I put my name in for the waitlist for that as well. Yesterday, I got notification that the Deadpool is shipping. So the waitlist went through on that. Someone must have canceled their order. I'm getting Deadpool. He's shipping right now, and he's going to be at my house on Tuesday. So I'll do an unboxing for the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool on Tuesday. At the same time, yesterday, Hot Toys or Sideshow sent me a notification that my FN2187 exclusive Finn in the Stormtrooper outfit, my waitlist was canceled. So he's officially sold out. So I missed out on that one. So I'm very, very happy to pick up this one. But anyway, just wanted to give you that backstory on why I got this piece. As far as Finn goes, he also comes with this blaster. Let me show you that. And does the stock fold? I don't know if the back stock folds back, but it comes with this strap. And it's a very nice looking blaster. Very cool looking. And then he comes with this little bag, which holds those grenades. I cannot think of the name of those freaking grenades. Thermal detonators. I think that's what they're called. Thermal detonators. Star Wars fans are like, you better know that. I should know that because I'm a Star Wars nerd. Star Wars for life. So here's the baton. I haven't read the instructions yet, so I kind of want to read them before I break this thing. But I believe this detaches. Yes? Okay. I've watched a couple reviews online on this. So this detaches. There's 2 pins in there. You take out this pin. I believe I could push it out. Maybe? I hate like pushing on things for Hot Toys because I'm afraid it's going to break. But anyway, you take this pin, you put that in there, and then this then is the extended version like this. And then you could put these little effects on the end of it to simulate the whole battle with Finn. Finn also comes with Luke's lightsaber. And it looks like he comes with a lit arm. Yep. So some of the Hot Toys Star Wars figures that use lightsabers come with these arms. There's batteries in here, and you can activate that, and a little LED light comes out of there, and then you put this blue lightsaber onto there, and it illuminates the lightsaber. So I usually don't put these on the figure. I like putting the regular hands on them and positioning them. Otherwise, this thing just comes with a ton of hands. But let me go ahead and fiddle with this thing. I want to put the extended part on and then put the, I think this is called like a vibro. I'm so ashamed of myself right now that I don't know the terminology. I'll put this lightning effect on the end of the baton thing. Alright, so if you buy this piece, just a word of advice. If you're going to put these little lightning effects on, I recommend you take this part off of the baton before you do so. It's much easier to feed it through because this is a very, very tight fit. You have to basically like get it into a very tight hole. That's what she said. Yeah, you have to kind of feed it through very carefully because the lightning effect isn't like the thickest material, so you have to be very, very careful. But as you can see, I put the lightning effect on, and let me put it on the baton. I'm using the force. Actually, it's just magnetized. So it looks like the lightsaber hilt and this part is magnetized so we could stick on his leg. But let me put this thing on. Look at that. Ready to kick some ace. All right, so I'm gonna put on a different hand for the Riot Trooper so that I can put this weapon on. So I will be right back. All right, so if you're new to Hot Toys, be very, very careful when you switch hands out. I didn't break anything, but you just got to be very, very careful because it's not that it's fragile. This is really well made, but you have to apply a good amount of pressure to A, take off a hand, and B, put it back on. And that's good because then the hand doesn't just fall off if it's holding something with some weight to it. It's good that it takes some force to do that, but just be very, very careful because these things, they have a lot of parts. There's a lot of things just like sticking out and stuff, so be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just a word of advice if you are getting into Hot Toys. Maybe my videos have inspired you to start collecting them. I hope they have. I hope I turned you on to a new addiction. You are not going to be sorry. These things are freaking awesome. They're my favorite thing to collect. But let me get him on his stand real quick. I know it limits a lot of the posability being on a stand, but I just like to have it on a stand because it keeps him upright really nice. Alright, so I'm putting in his... Get in there. Alright, freaking awesome. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. Alright, this is probably easier. So here is Traitor, the Riot Trooper, with his extended baton, with the effects on there. And I'm probably going to get him in like slightly more crouched down into like a kind of a more of an action pose, but I just like the way that this looks. Freaking awesome. And let's compare the height of these two figures. They should be around the same height. Alright, comparing the height of the two figures, it looks like they're right around the same height. So that's perfect. Looks like Finn is slightly taller if I just like bend him down a little bit. Yeah, so he's around the same height. So I'm going to give Finn his lightsaber and then show you a final shot. Alright, I got them all positioned the way that I'm going to display them. Got him down in a slightly more crouched down action pose, knees bent. Got the baton extended. He's looking freaking awesome, ready for battle. Does say First Order Stormtrooper on his stand, by the way. Finn's stance is Finn. And then got him in a more dynamic looking pose also. Ready to use that lightsaber. Knees bent a little bit. Again, their height is right around the same height. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. I got this on special on Black Friday. It was like $54 off and free shipping. So altogether with the $54 off, and I think the shipping was like $20 odd, I saved like $75 on this. So this was a great deal. If you are able to pick this up, I would definitely recommend it. If you do buy the Finn, do not butcher him. Please don't cut the frickin' ankle pegs. It's not worth it. Leave him the way he is. He looks great. Just position him with the Riot Trooper. Don't position him with Rey. Obviously, Rey is too short. He's like an inch too tall. But he's perfect. Don't change him. His neck's a little thick. He looks like he's been doing steroids. But I love this set. This is fantastic. He was a great character in Force Awakens, and I love this set, absolutely. So very, very happy I picked it up. I highly recommend it, Excellent set. Finn is sold by himself, so you can get the Finn for like, I think it's $205. I think they might have a sale on them right now, or a coupon that you can use. But the only place to get the Riot Trooper is in this 2-pack. I love it. Fantastic. Very, very happy that I picked it up. But that's it for now. I just wanted to show you this unboxing. I can't wait to put this in my cabinet. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them because my cabinet was pretty much full. But we'll see. Thanks for liking, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thank you for sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. And as always, have fun collecting. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.